Welcome to the MSC Bellissima.
This is seriously so exciting.
I'm currently on the MSC Bellissima en route to Taiwan, but this experience is not what I expected.
Oh my gosh.
This is crazy.
That is so good.
If you're new here, hi, I'm Allie. In the last episode, we boarded the ship in Tokyo, Japan, and now, well, buckle up because the next few days are unlike anything I've ever experienced. There's loads of stuff that I would love to see and experience and show you guys today, but first things first, breakfast. I feel like today's breakfast is a little bit different than a normal cruise breakfast because this itinerary is catered more towards Japanese guests. A normal Japanese breakfast usually includes like a miso soup, a rice, kind of like a little variety of things. So that's pretty much what I have here today. Japanese omelet, salmon. Another thing that I'm doing that is perhaps a little bit unconventional, but is something I used to do when I actually worked on ships, was bring my own protein powder. When I'm on vacation, I feel like I struggle to get my protein intake. We're just gonna dump it into this honey Japanese yogurt. Oh gosh. I put in way too much. It was looking grim there for a second, but we got it. Literally as soon as I stopped the camera. All right, we just made it back in the room. And while I was gone, they made it all nice and clean. I think later today, I'll give you guys a proper room tour, but first, it's time for the gym. You guys already know that I really appreciate a good cruise ship gym. I know on cruises you're supposed to be on vacation, but I'm not really looking for a vacation from exercise because exercise makes me feel really good. It could also have to do with the fact that when I worked on ships, we had to go to the gym every day. Kind of learned to associate cruise and health together. Let's go see what this one's like. It's not the biggest space in the world, but it did have a lot of different options to choose from. I think this is the first gym I've been on a ship where the view is the pool deck. For me today, I just did a quick full body workout routine. Feeling strong, but without further ado, let's get into the room tour. Welcome to my room. Let's start at the entrance though, shall we? This is the view when you first walk in. My camera's not quite wide enough for this, but we have the bathroom right here. Thermostat, digital do not disturb. The CPAS card turns on the electricity. We'll get to the bathroom in a second, but first, the bed. Guys, I slept like a baby last night. Oh my gosh, I was so comfortable. At this point, the MSC Bellissima is only 5 years old. Overall, from a design standpoint, it's pretty modern. There aren't any proper outlets by the bed, but they do have these USB ports. You can see them up in here. Moving right along, we have the couch. Is this a pull-out couch? Oh, it is a pull-out couch. Obviously for myself, because I'm alone, I don't need it, but if I wanted to, I could have a pull-out couch as well. Succulent art. And then over here we have this huge mirror. Yesterday there were chocolate covered strawberries waiting for me, and today there are these little cakes. I'm not usually the biggest fan of these, but they're quite good. And as for everything else, we do have a couple other little bits and bobs. This thing is quite interesting. It says, use Zoe as a speaker for your personal device and you can connect it. We have a fully stocked mini fridge. We also have some drawers. Most of them are empty. Tea and a kettle. These very space efficient stools and every single one of my electronics. You know, I didn't even realize until we started that all of the art was succulent based. But I like it. We're making our way back to the bathroom, but first we have the closet. Why, hello there. If you know me, you know that I am a huge packing cube girly. I like to make sure that all of my stuff is organized in different packing cubes, and it just makes it so much easier to unpack. Tops, swimsuits, pants, dresses, some toiletries, shoes, and any dresses that need to be hung go in the closet. I'll be on board for a whole week, so I do feel like it is important to me that I feel kind of settled, have all my ducks in a line. And I think it took me approximately 30 seconds to take everything out of my suitcase and put it in the closet in the drawers. Love that. And on to the bathroom. Welcome. I kind of feel like I need to start bringing a measuring tape on ships. I'm so curious how big the bathrooms actually are. Ooh, ooh. I feel like I often overpack when it comes to toiletries, but that's fine. Have a couple things stored in these shelves. This guy's a little bit too big to store away. Okay, let's see how big the shower is. Nice. My 360-degree spin. Oh. Just bonked my head on the shower head. And last but oh so certainly not least, we have the balcony. It is a sea day, so I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit breezy. Probably won't stay out here for too long right now, but it is absolutely lovely to have access to outside, to have the natural light. So beautiful. If you guys saw my Anthem series, you know that I got an interior cabin 2 times in a row. I'm definitely not picky. I will take whatever I can get, but having a real balcony versus a virtual balcony, worlds different. It's now 1 p.m. When I was looking at the schedule, I feel like there's a ton of stuff to do tonight, so I figured I would take the afternoon to just kind of relax, but I do need to put time aside today to do some editing, and I'd prefer to do that now. This is so cute. I'm in a spot called the Sky Lounge, and it is adults only. Since I'm getting some work done, I'll probably get like a mocktail. We're not trying to get too crazy, but it feels so like peaceful and vibey in here. Having an adults only or jazzy kind of vibe, I like this. First, we have a virgin pina colada. I love these. I realized since I have the drink package, I could literally just try everything just to see what it tastes like. I don't have to necessarily finish it. And then I got some chips and some nuts. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
There you go, my heart.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So stinking precious. This is like a banana chocolate milkshake. Time for the taste test. I think I like my pina colada better, but both pretty good. Yeah, it's formal night tonight. If you saw my last video, you know I was not so successful in my hunt to find a formal dress. This is gonna have to do. So tonight's gonna be pretty packed. I think the production show is tonight, so I really wanna see that. I am so tired today, and even though in theory I would love to stay up to do all of the midnight parties, whatevers, I'm also a wake up at 6 a.m. kind of girl. Like, I will fall asleep during a show if I watch it at 10 p.m. So we need to get this show on the road because the show is at 8. And before that, I have reservations to go to a specialty restaurant, and I need to go to the shore excursions desk. Last night I spent about an hour at the shore excursions desk, and I thought I had a shore excursion all lined up. It turns out it's sold out, which of course I'm fine with. I just don't have another one lined up yet. But I have a bit of time because I don't think I'm gonna do a shore excursion until we go back to Japan. Our first port day is in Taiwan, and even though it's my first time there, I am gonna be doing a little solo adventure plus meeting a friend. When I'm in a new place but not on a tour, I feel like I just like having the freedom to go wherever I want. I think especially in cities where public transportation isn't super efficient, renting a car is definitely the way to go. But it is super annoying. So I find with most rental car companies, the selection is very limited, but I think I've found a solution. So today, this is my car. So you can choose from an extraordinary selection of over 1,400 makes and models when you book on Turo. In case you've never heard of it, Turo is the world's largest car sharing marketplace.
Nice car.
Oh, thanks. This is so cool. Let's go. It has a local community of hosts all across the United States, United Kingdom, France, Canada, and Australia. So you can rent cars all the way from classics to a blue Corvette. Personally, I had a lot of fun choosing this car. There were a lot of different options, but I feel like I was just wanting to go for something completely different than what I usually experience. Once you make your selection, you are good to go, and they can even drop the car off at your accommodation. Skip the car rental counter at hundreds of airports across the United States and contact your host through the app. If you're looking to rent a car for your next trip, plus want to support me and this channel, make sure to check the link below or scan the QR code on the screen. This will allow you to book a car on Turo. Thank you, Turo, for sponsoring this video. Okay, we're ready. You know, I was a little worried that this wouldn't look super formal, and obviously it's still on the casual side, but I feel like dressed up, it's okay. I actually thought I made a reservation at the Mexican restaurant, but turns out I made a reservation at Butcher's Cut, which is a steakhouse. I ended up getting an espresso martini, hands down one of my favorite drinks, even though I don't like coffee. They also just came over with a little serving of bread. It's time to try some of them. Look at these cute little butters. This one has maple syrup and this one has paprika. Oh, thank you so much. I know goat cheese is one of my favorite fruits of all time. There's like a goat cheese blueberry tart. When I saw it on the menu, I was like, I'm confused, but I'm very interested to try it. It is so flaky. Oh god. They were like watching me, waiting for me to try it. Gave me the little like, if you love goat cheese, insane. Okay, I know I'm at a steakhouse, but for my entree, I did get a salmon. I don't necessarily care if it's a steakhouse and I don't eat steak. As long as the food quality is good, I'll take it. There's a really good chimichurri sauce on top, a little corn and barley combo. At this restaurant, they have one of those set menus where you can get one appetizer, one main, and one dessert. So I feel like it's a good deal and it's lovely food. And for the dessert, a lava cake. I'm very excited for this. Spoon or fork? Spoon. Oh my gosh.
最後までショーをお楽しみくださいませ。では皆様大きな拍手でお迎えくださいませ。Let's welcome the stage, the showtime, the journey.
go to bed early. Well, I just finished watching The Journey, which was their production show on the ship, and I quite liked it. It was basically about this one character's train journey all around Europe. It featured France, Spain, and Italy. I felt like the production was also relatively high tech, like all of the backgrounds were all LED screens. Like I mentioned previously, this is a relatively new ship, but now I'm gonna go watch a little dance contest. First things first, I wanted to bring you guys to the promenade because there's actually a lot of things in this area that make this ship very unique. First one being the stairs. Just look how beautiful and detailed the staircase is. MSC is the only cruise line that has wow, I cannot say that word. Okay.
Swarovski.
Crystals. About $500,000 worth of crystals on these stairs. So stunning. But that's not the only thing that's stunning.
Look at this, you guys. This is the longest LED dome at sea.
The images are changing pretty much 24/7. And it looks so cool. This is super unique because it's only on the Bellissima. Every time I'm here, it's something different, and I absolutely love it. Something about me is that I'm a huge chocolate lover, so I'm definitely in luck. I am now at Chocolat and Cafe by Jean-Philippe, and this is one of the only 2 chocolate workshops at sea. You can even design your own chocolate bar.
We're gonna go dark chocolate. Marshmallows.
This is so neat. There's a couple different sections you can go through: cookies and biscuits, nuts, candy, fruits, and spices. I don't really like dried fruit on my chocolate. The last thing you can do is pick if you want a customized message or not. I've never watched chocolate be made before. This is really cool. This is cool. As you guys can see, there are plenty of unique experiences here on board, a lot of which in the promenade. However, we also have this place called the Carousel Lounge. Here we are. It is currently empty, but this place is so cool.
This is a stunning 360-degree venue.
They have performances here pretty much every single night. This venue is actually designed with Cirque du Soleil in mind. Naturally, Cirque du Soleil is very aerial heavy, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's a bunch of rigging equipment in the center there, which is fully optimized for aerial shows.
I also love the design. It kind of feels like there's veins going through the ceiling.
This is kind of treated like a specialty restaurant in a way. You do have to book in advance, and it does have an extra charge, but I have a feeling it's gonna be worth it. I'm really excited to check it out. Perfect. While I've been here, I've definitely been trying to find the balance between trying to enjoy myself but also having to get a little bit of work done. While I do want to take the time to just fully immerse myself on the ship, I do feel like finding a workspace has been something that has kind of pushed me to find new places. Today's office, for example, is the champagne bar. I think because I'm not a huge drinker, bars are not places that I naturally gravitate towards, but it is so beautiful and elegant in here. This bar that I'm at in particular has this beautiful view.
Just look at that, you guys. This is stunning.
The options are a little bit different today. It's called the champagne bar. Naturally, they only have champagne. Can I do the MSC Bellissima?
Let's get it on.
This is my friend.
Hello there. Welcome to MSC Bellissima.
Woohoo! Yeah, he was at the Sky Lounge yesterday with me, so it's here. These are probably one of my favorite drinks. Oh yeah. Ooh, I love a peach Bellini. Surprise, surprise, while I've been here, I have befriended a lot of the photographers, and apparently this ship has something called iris. Basically, they do macro photography of your iris in your eye, and then you can create your own form of art.
Please have a sit down there. Just relax. It's gonna be on 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. Hold on. This one is your right eye, right side, and this is the left one. Okay, you see the pattern?
This is so neat. I've never seen my eye like that before.
Okay, like this.
Happy evening time! Today has been such a fun day. I feel like I'm still just learning so much about the ship. There's so many little bits and bobs that I just was not aware of, but it's so fun. It's kind of funny because the only way I was even made aware of that iris thing was because I had made friends with all the photographers. I just didn't even realize it was there. Will I buy a picture of my eye on this cruise? Who's to say? But that Cirque show that I was telling you about, there's actually 2 of them. Let's be a scooch.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's so much moodier in here now than it was earlier. Oh, wow. From what I understand, the two shows have very contrasting personalities. This is the more serious one. It's called was absolutely spectacular. Oh, wow. Of course, the performers were stupid talented, but I feel like now that I have training in aerial, I have even more appreciation for it. I think we can all agree that when someone's flying in the air, doing the splits and all sorts of bendy things, like, it's impressive. But I feel like only when you've really tried to give it your best go. Wow, that takes a lot of work. Overall, 10 out of 10 would recommend. It was $18 US and it included a drink. It doesn't really matter if you have the drink package. It's $18 to enter, and then they have a bunch of drinks that you can choose from when you first walk in. After that, I went on over to the dining room. I had a salad, chicken, fish, and like a rice pudding. But the last thing on my list, time to get my chocolate bar. Woo! Here it is. As a general, I feel like on this ship, everyone has been so friendly. I have loved it. I love chatting with everyone, but especially all the crew members in this chocolate shop. They were so sweet. No pun intended. But yeah, here's the chocolate bar. It ended up being like $17 to add all the little things that I put inside of it. Plus, I customized it. It's actually only 9 p.m., but I feel like this is gonna be it for the day. Tomorrow's our first port day. We arrive in Kulong, Taiwan at 7 a.m. I do not want to be tired. I want to get some rest. Can you see this? Look at that. Should have just opened it from the bottom. How exciting! Oh. Okay, here she is. She has coconut, marshmallows, waffle cone bits, and Oreos with sea salt. Okay, that's it for today. Good night. See you in Taiwan. Sometimes I get that feeling of what is the point of a balcony cabin, but then I remember. All right, let's go. This is seriously so exciting. I have not been to a new port in ages. I can't believe I'm here. So I decided that I am going to pack light today. Because I'm gonna be going on a hike, I just feel like that is going to be best case scenario for me. Lathering up with sunscreen before we leave. We have some cards, extra camera battery. They gave me a copy of my passport. I might need this. Glasses, portable charger, Insta360. Plus I just checked and the eSIM is working great. Super light. Oh gosh. Okay, wait. It's just past 7 a.m. so I'm not actually sure if we're allowed off the ship yet, but let's go find out. Thank you. That was amazing. No lines, no nothing. It just walked straight off. I'm really excited for this hike that we have planned later, but I do need to find some food. I know in theory I could have eaten food on the ship. Felt like I just wanted to get off and start exploring as soon as I could. I found some breakfast. And there's this little place called I Cafe. Kind of seems like similar to a Japanese convenience store, but they have onigiri. Let's see how it is. Tastes the same. I always find foreign currency super interesting because when you go to a new place, you just have no idea what anything costs. I ended up getting a taxi through the Uber app. It was around 620 Taiwanese dollars. And my first impression is that that sounds really expensive, but it ended up being like around $25, which for one person, honestly, not too bad. It's like a 40-minute drive. The whole way up here, I was honestly just squealing. It was so beautiful and lush. I've now made it to Pingqi Station. Look how pretty it is. Currently, we're not too far from the trailhead, so I'm just waiting for my friend and we'll get hiking. It's so pretty. We are on the trail and I met up with my friend Jordan. This hike is so beautiful and lush. Now Jordan almost died.
We're still alive.
We've gotten to this point where it's literally just straight up the side of the mountain. Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
We have literally all day.
Well, until 6. Wow. What the heck?
What the heck? That's correct. There's some really nice bugs here.
You're gonna be like one of those bird watchers.
Honestly, I will.
So we just came up this side of the mountain and now we are going up and over, down, and then up there.
Down. We love going down, even though we just spent our entire time going up.
This is actually one of the craziest hikes that I've done. It feels really safe, but it is stunning. Hey, here we go. Wow. There are so many stairs. Look how ridiculous this is. I think the craziest part of this thing is that we're not even that far from the port. Coming somewhere like this is worth it. Oh. Whoa. This ladder is so intimidating. How's the view up there? I'm so happy we did this. I can get my dumplings another time.
No, we will get them.
You can have the hike and the dumplings too.
You can have them all.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yay!
Dumpling reveal.
Hey!
I have to actually reveal it. Dumpling reveal.
Woo! Oh, they're cute!
The perfect post-hike meal.
Yay.
All right.
That's good. Oh, it smells really good.
We just finished up with our hike and we've made it down to Taipei. Jordan found us a nice little dumpling spot. I felt like this was just a must when in Taiwan.
I'm just putting a little bit on this one to see if it's any good.
Okay.
I'm sure it will be. All right. I know you're hungry. You should probably eat.
You can
Are
go
ready?
first, yeah.
All right, here we go. She's slippery.
Woohoo!
Hot.
Is it good? Is it good?
This music's making me like,
Yeah, hype, right?
that is good.
That's probably why they have such high ratings.
Here we go.
Let's go. That is so good. Yeah, I haven't had dumplings in so long. And these ones have turmeric in them.
Oh, what's up? She spilled the soy sauce.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh wow. We just finished up with our dumplings and now to go get some boba.
I'm searching for the boba.
I quite like boba. I just want it to be the good stuff. It's the birthplace of the bubble tea.
Welcome to Modern Toilet, your favorite boba shop.
Is that a boba shop?
No.
Actually, okay.
We got our tea.
The best thing about boba. Ready?
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
That was satisfying. That was really Cheers.
All the balls from it.
After the massive hike, it's so refreshing.
We had brought in some snacks on the hike, like some cashews and dried mango, but that was not enough. And it was a tough one. I really didn't know what to expect going to Taiwan for the first time, but I loved it. In a way, I feel like I still didn't get the proper Taipei experience per se, but I'm so happy I did that hike. It was just as close to the port as it is to the city, so it was super accessible, and the views were just insane. After we got boba, first of all, I was super happy, but second of all, we just kind of spent the rest of the time wandering around. If you decide to go with public transportation, it's about an hour away from the city. But I feel like my thought process with cruising is like, since we have such a short amount of time, I really want to make the most of it. So I ended up taking a taxi. I ended up getting back to the ship with about 10 minutes to spare, which I know is pushing it, but I felt confident that I was going to make it. Guys, I'm so exhausted. Ooh. It was such an amazing day, but I just feel like I did just scale the side of multiple mountains and sweat and get dirty and my skin is just filled with bug spray and sunscreen. Yes. So fun fact, Jordan and I just met today. We've been Instagram mutuals for a very long time, but this is the first time that we've ever actually met in person. Overall, I'm just kind of getting the impression that Taipei and Taiwan in general is kind of an underrated country. I feel like especially if you're a nature lover, this is just like heaven on earth. It is so lush and green. Obviously, Taipei as the city is an attraction of its own, but if there's other nature offerings around the country like the one I did today, that was just insane. I had such a fun day. And it's just been lots of fun. Good experiences, good adventures, and good company.